Hello, it is your girl Asia from the Roman Reigns Fangirl channel. I am back today with my Degrassi season 11 analyzing video. We finna talk about season 11. We finna break it apart. We're gonna talk about what I liked and what I didn't like. Okay? For the record, this season has 44 episodes. This season, no, 45. I know I wasn't tripping. That's why I said this season was longer. This season has 45 episodes. This season definitely felt long as shit. Like, it definitely felt long. I will say, rewatching this season, there were some episodes I didn't really remember all that well because it was filled with characters I just not all that attached to. But even though with all of that, me not being attached to them, I still watch the episodes, get them a chance, and I'm going to talk about those episodes too. So let's get into this. First of all, I want to see something. Is season 11 longer than season 10? Because my sister said she felt like season 10 was a long season. And it definitely was. Season 10 was definitely a long-ass season. I don't care what nobody says. Long as fuck. Season 10, let's see how many episodes this season had. It had 44 episodes. So no, season 11 was definitely longer. Definitely longer. And it felt long because they did like 3 different, no. They did like 3 different semesters in season 11, I believe. They had a spring break. And I think the episode after the play, they were coming back for winter break. It might have just been winter break, not 3 different breaks. So it might have just been they had spring and they had winter. So yeah, I don't know why that's like relevant. But I'm just saying this season was kind of like split up at an A point and a B point. I enjoyed the A point of the season more, which is aka the first half, than the B slot of the season. The B point of the season is kind of boring, kind of mid, and for the most part, I felt like there were episodes in the second half that I could care less for. Like, I feel like if you're going to introduce freshmen in the second half, why not give them real good storylines? You feel me? You know, before I even get to what I like about the second half, what should I talk about first? Should I talk about what I did like and what I don't like? Actually, let's talk about what I did like, because let me talk about what I didn't like for a big ass rant. So what I like, I enjoyed almost everything in the second half. Almost everything. Except for Holly J finding out she's adopted. I don't really care about Holly J. I never really cared for her. So the episodes with her talking to her real, like, biological mother about her feel like she should donate her blood since she gave her up, I didn't care for any of that. I just felt like I wasn't really emotionally connected to the story. The seniors for that season has had some of the worst storylines I've probably ever seen. None of the storylines are really interesting enough to actually sit back and care for. Like, Anya's whole cocaine storyline is terribly written. Like, it didn't even feel like she was an addict. It just felt like, I can't even explain it. Like, it wasn't given addiction like Craig when he was on cocaine or Miles when he was on the pills. Like, it didn't give that type of energy, and it might be because I don't care for Anya at all. I never really cared for her character, so to give her character out of all people an episode, I just didn't really care for her. Like I said, I don't feel like it didn't feel like drug addiction. It just felt like, you know, Anya's graduating. She's not going to a hoity-toity school like her friends. She was in love with this grown-ass man. She can't be with him, and she only applied for the University of Med School just to be close to him. He rejected her, and she had sex with Owen. Now she's like, her life is upside down. Holly J don't like her being with Owen. She said that Aya is too good to be with someone like Owen. Owen called Aya a lapdog because he said he felt like she didn't have a mind of her own, which I 100% agree. I understand if you're my friend and you feel like, Owen's the worst of the worst. And don't get me wrong, Owen has done some horrible shit in Degrassi. So for Aya to fall for him is like, wow, but I really don't give a fuck because I don't care for neither one of those characters. I don't care for Owen or Aya. So I really don't give a fuck that she was with him. I 100% agree with Owen when he said that Aya is a lapdog. She's never had a mind of her own whenever it came to Holly J. Holly J ran her, owned her. She never had a mind of her own. Holly J was always telling her what you should do, who's good for you, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. If you like Owen, be with Owen. Even if your friend doesn't approve, after that, your friend should be happy for you. Owen done nothing horrible to you yet in a relationship, so why are you even talking about him in a bad manner? You feel me? I feel like Owen was good to Aya in the relationship. After she basically was doing like cocaine and all that shit, he still stuck by her. You feel me? But yeah, the storyline with Aya having a problem with cocaine and the shit with Holly J having to get surgery because she's adopted or whatever. I don't care about the storyline. I don't care about Sav and Miss O. I thought that storyline was really fucking disgusting. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Why are we still doing teacher-student relationships? Like, this senior class did not have no interesting storylines. I'm trying to think of something else. Connor. I can't believe they have Connor really going around stealing girls' panties. Like, I really can't believe they had him doing that shit. Like, huh? Not Owen. Like, Connor's really out here stealing girls' panties, though? Like, why couldn't they just do a storyline where... Okay, I understand that Connor has autism. So, things for me that's like normal, I guess. Like, I know for a fact that when I was starting to get my hormones or whatnot, I was not going around stealing niggas' drawers, right? But I don't have a chemical imbalance in my brain that makes things different for me. But Connor, him talking to girls doesn't come naturally nor easy because you think he's weird because he has autism. You feel me? Like at the party, he was trying to, joke around with Fiona, like trying to flirt. She called him a weirdo, and I feel like that was really out of pocket. That was really out of line. She didn't have to call him weird just because he didn't know how to flirt. You feel me? She didn't have to call him weird. I thought that was really out of pocket. And I feel like with Connor, I'm not defending because it's still creepy, but I hate that he put himself out there and he gets rejected, put down, belittled because, the person he trying to talk to a girl, he gets called a weirdo. And it's like, damn. So that's why he's stealing girls' panties, because he couldn't talk to girls, and when he would try to talk to girls, he was ridiculed as a weirdo. So I guess him thinking, like, if I'm a weirdo, then let me be a weirdo. And I feel like there was things they could have done differently with Connor. Like, I don't think he should have gone around stealing girls' panties. Like, that just made him like a creepo. And, like the school counselor told him, I'm not saying stealing girls' panties is normal, but you are, you're getting hormones. You're a teenage boy in high school. You're curious about sex. You're curious about girls' bodies. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's really not. But stealing girls' panties, that's a big no-no. It's just disgusting. I feel like with Connor, they could have given him a better storyline. You feel me? He was done dirty. I don't care about Wesley. Who was another character they were giving screen time to? I can't think of it right now. It's another character that I don't care for. They would give him, like, massive... I think it's Wesley. I think it might be Wesley. I think it might be him. So those are some things in the first half I didn't like. There's more. So I'm going to talk about this. I didn't like how Katie basically strung Adam along. And I didn't like either that when Adam, like, basically told his mom that he thinks he's ready to get the surgery, she's going to tell Adam, I know you think you're a boy. No, there is no thinking. I am a boy. See, this is the problem. I really cannot stand Drew and Adam's mother. I really can't. I fucking hate her. My thing is with Adam, and I'm starting to see this a lot now that I rewatch the show, they made his character very desperate. I know a lot of people say they like Adam because he was constantly whining about how he's trans or whatnot. I don't blame Adam for whining. Well, I know why. Because off top, he was ridiculed, treated like trash because he's trans. He never felt like he was welcome. So when he would say things like, oh, pick on a trans kid, it's not like he was telling lies because he was picked on. He didn't feel accepted because he was trans. I'm not going to blame him for whining because the whole trans problem, that still is a problem for people to this day. People still have a problem with people feeling like, why do you want to transition when you were born a guy? Why do you want to transition when you were born a girl? Who gives a fuck what people do in their lives? Why is this transitioning bothering you so much? Why do you care so much? Like, why? Why do you care so much? Huh? If someone can't answer that, then I think y'all both should shut the fuck up. Simple as that. But I don't like how Katie basically told Adam that she didn't have a problem with him being trans. But then was like, oh, whatever you think is going to happen here, if it's going to happen, basically leave Adam alone. Adam already been told her how he felt about her. He been told Katie he liked her and all of that. I didn't like the idea of Adam getting surgery just because so he couldn't lose Katie. I feel like if someone really likes you and they really love you, if you are a trans man who still have all your female parts but you haven't gotten surgery, I feel like that person likes you, that shit right there wouldn't bother them. It shouldn't bother them, in my opinion. It shouldn't. Because they act like surgery is like surgery. It's like easy. No, that shit is mad expensive. It's a lot of money to get transitioned. And it's also dangerous, too. Because you want to make sure they're doing everything right. Feel me? And at the same time, Adam would have got all his female parts that he had would have wouldn't be there had he started taking the shots. He should have started taking testosterone shots. You feel me? His mother should have making him take shots, but she refused to let Adam really go fully through with his transition. I feel like instead of constantly trying to get Adam a love interest in the show or whatever, I wish they really want to focus on his insecurity of not feeling like a boy. Like he can't get girls because he doesn't have, a penis, or because he doesn't have a chest of a guy, he still has boobs. I wish they would have dealt more with him having that insecurity that damn, I'm never going to get a girlfriend because to some girls, I still have a woman's body even though I'm trans. I'm a man. You feel me? I'm a boy. But they can't see that because my body doesn't look like a woman, doesn't look like a man. I still have a woman figure, not a male figure. You feel me? I think they should have done more with his insecurity instead of trying to constantly grow a new crush or whatever. Fuck that. Get more Adam's POV of having the insecurity of not looking like a boy. That would have been way more interesting in season 11 instead of him getting, I don't even care for him and Katie for real. Katie, you said one thing and then you said nothing. If you just said him being trans and not having the surgery and all that didn't bother you, why all of a sudden when Marisol admitted something, you ain't got a mind of your own. Who the fuck is Marisol? Marisol is not interested in Adam. You are. And you just told him it didn't bother you that he didn't have the surgery and all of a sudden she said something, now it bothers you all of a sudden. Girl, get the fuck on. So that, I didn't like that. I didn't like how all the storylines that should have been A plot got reduced to being B or C plots for this whole Claire and Jake and Eli shit. I was not a fan of that at all. Okay, so let me get this straight. The whole Drew and Bianca thing started off season 11. You mean to tell me Drew and Bianca had episode 5 about the gang and then that was it? You don't see Drew again, I think up until episode 8 and 9, for real. Oh, you don't even see them again. Bianca really got scraps when it came to the gang storyline. They didn't show her character, she was really at school, but she really got fed scraps. I didn't like that. Like, she was in a domestic abuse relationship with Vince. Why not show it? Show it. Give her character something. Give her character more. Instead, they thought if we show her in Drop It Like It's Hot, which is some of the most running episodes of season 11, where he basically wants her to deal with drugs at Degrassi, and you show her dead and gone, and I feel like it's just going to make up for her lack of frame time. No, I'm more pissed that now y'all want to put more effort to her character and more effort into her part in the game storyline, and y'all think doing a good ass missing the finale is going to make up for all that. No, it don't make up for it. The game storyline got pushed to a C plot in season 11. I don't give a fuck. Why was your PTSD storyline a C plot? What? Huh? Luke's acting when it came to him having PTSD was fantastic. I thought he did great. When he pushed Casey down on the ground, I feel like Casey deserved it because Casey was being really aggressive and he kept pushing the issue after Drew kept saying he was fine that he didn't want to talk about it. Like, I don't want to talk about it, I don't want to hear about it, leave me the fuck alone. When Adam basically told him he had PTSD and he like got up all up in Adam's face and all shit like that, like he really was going through some traumatic shit. Like, you feel me? Like, he shouldn't have to talk about his trauma all the time, especially if you don't want to talk about it. And so I can't force him just because he doesn't want to. Like, why was your PTSD storyline reduced to a C plot? And then we never see him get any counseling, anything. We just see him learning how to fight back, self-defense. That is awesome. You feel me? Because that is important for anyone who's been a victim. But instead of giving him real counseling and real therapy, they just put him in a relationship with Katie. Next, I actually liked the whole Crimea River episode with Dave not understanding Adam's transition and thinking he gets special treatment because he's a trans. I think I like it, but I also despise it because it's like, why are we redoing the episode again that y'all already did in season 10? Y'all already did Nobody in Cage. Why are we redoing another episode about that? Why not give Adam some real ass material instead of doing another episode where someone don't understand that he is a boy who was born a girl? How hard is it to connect the fucking dots? You feel like, what is so hard about that? Like, I was so irritated, and I actually grew to like him and Dave's friendship. Him and Dave had a really genuine friendship that I really, really liked. So yeah, the main storyline being pushed to a C plot, not a fan of that. The whole Casey and Jenna storyline started off as the A plot. They got pushed to a B plot. They stopped showing the struggling of them being teen parents and just started focusing on way too much of Casey cheating, which I could care less about. I feel like they shouldn't have had Dave did what he did to the girl Sadie just to say he wanted to do Allie. You feel me? Like, he didn't have to hurt Sadie, but it's like, how mad am I really supposed to be when they don't even show you him and this girl's relationship? I mean, they started dating season 10, but they never had any real material. And Sadie can't say that she didn't see that Dave liked Allie, because he did. But him lying to her about, you know, when he said he was going out with Allie, and then lying to say he's going out with Adam, yeah, he likes her, because why are you lying? She's just a friend. You feel me? But when she called him a cheater and all that, he never cheated. He might have still had feelings for Allie, but he never kissed her. He never did anything that was cheating-wise. You feel me? As far as I'm concerned, he really kept it as a friendship up until it was out of his relationship. You feel me? I feel like he should have told Sadie that, you feel me, that he really used her. I think he should have told Sadie that he been hanging out with Allie more, and he's just been realizing that the feelings he thought were gone from her are actually still there. I think she wouldn't have been mad had he just been honest. You feel me? But it's like, how mad am I really supposed to be when they done all fuck off for this relationship? I'm supposed to be really mad, big mad, tiny mad, medium mad. Like, how mad am I really supposed to be? Because I'm not mad at all. I don't like how Degrassi handled Dave and Allie's relationship. Allie was really, she treated Dave like shit. I don't care if anyone said she did it. She absolutely did. She treated Dave like trash. She was such a bad girlfriend to him. You mean to tell me, after he misconfused her into thinking they were going to have sex, he apologizes and tells her that sex does not have to be a rush, and when she's ready, he'll be ready. tell me he asked this girl that he only told his parents about the girl he missed over the summer, the girl that he is starting to fall in love with. You mean to tell me she canceled those plans to play poker and then expect him not to get upset? And then y'all always say, oh, Allie should have broke up with Dave. He wasn't shit. He was a bad boyfriend. No, Allie was a bad girlfriend. She was a shitty girlfriend to Dave. Dave was not a bad boyfriend. Y'all don't like Dave because he kept it real with Allie. He didn't sugarcoat. If she pissed him off, he let her have it in a respect way. He didn't call her no bitch or none of that shit. He would simply tell her that, wow, I can't believe you would cancel me, my parents, just to play poker. You only get a one-time opportunity to meet the love of your life parent. And if they tell their parents about you, basically they serious about your ass. Because if they don't tell their parents about you, they ain't serious about you. Like, I couldn't believe Allie. Like, for real though, like, that's just cheese. Imogen was such a pick-me when it came to Eli. Like, she was trying her hardest to make Eli see her. And I can't believe she couldn't pick up the signs that he would not, that he didn't like her like that for real. Like, girl, why she keep having to tell you that he has feelings for Claire? You already know what the fuck he's saying. I don't care for Riley and Zane's relationship. I don't think I would say this when I watched the episode with Riley and Zane. I feel bad for Zane that Riley has been a part of his life and Riley don't want to make him a part of his. Like, you don't already came out to your parents. Who gives a fuck if you want things to be calm and collected before you go off to college? You already told your mom that you're gay. Your mom saw you kissing me. She knows that you're gay and says she's trying to make you pretend to be something that you're not. If Riley really loves Zane, he would have stood motherfucking business, and I think that's what Zane was really wanting. Stop telling me you're going to do all these things. Stop telling me this. Stop telling me that. Fucking show me. If I was Riley and Zane said that shit to me what I would not, I would have told Zane, come to my birthday party dinner. I would have walked in that motherfucking restaurant hand in hand with Zane and said, Mom and Dad, this is my boyfriend. I've been dating Zane since I started Degrassi. I'm gay, and as your son, I would love for y'all to love and support me. And if you can't, then it is what it is. I'm not going to bend over backwards. I'm not going to pretend to be something I'm not. That right there was Zane was asking for. Nope. All they want him to pretend like they're not together. He went to the table and pretend like he got a girlfriend. All this other bullshit. I feel bad for Zane, but I don't really care too much for their relationship, really, because I don't really care much for Riley's character. So that's that. Try to think of something else in the second half to piss me off. I don't care for Fiona. The Jake and Claire situation, I don't care for that. I don't even know why the fuck they dragged on for so long as much as it did, in my opinion. The whole Marisol and Katie thing over Drew. I'm going to say this. Is this only? I think I see Marisol's point of view and I see Katie's point of view. Katie can like whoever she want to like. Katie can go out with whoever she want to go out with. Marisol going around the school and saying that Katie is anemic because she couldn't have Drew. That was out of pocket and that was really out of line. The thing is, Marisol is that why she acting like Drew take her out on a date in season 10. He took her ass out on a date. He said you bore him to death. He used you to make Allie jealous. Now all of a sudden, after you goddamn fucking KC, now all of a sudden you want Drew? Girl, be serious. Was you checking for Drew all that time? You weren't checking for him at all when he was with Allie. Wasn't checking for him when he was with Bianca. You weren't checking for him. So now all of a sudden you're a friend like him. Now you're trying to check for him. Girl, if you don't get the fuck on, I get what Marisol is saying. There should be a girl code somewhere. Yes. But just because you had a crush on someone first, it's like she got this dating mentality. Just because you might have a crush on this person first or have feelings for them, don't mean you own them. It don't mean you're entitled to be with them and nobody else can because you like them first. Drew is a human being, not a fucking piece of candy or a fucking passenger seat in the car. Can't just claim something, my nigga. Be for real. So that's my whole opinion on that. I didn't like the second half. I didn't like they didn't give freshmen no good storylines. Like, my class didn't get not one good storyline. I can't think of one good storyline they gave them at all in season 11 that I actually care for. All Maya did was music. Big was treated as a background character. Tristan was just a gay best friend to Tori. Tori was Jilla's best friend of Maya, and all she cared about was this. They didn't get any good storyline for real. So why the fuck should I care about the freshman class? They didn't go on as one of the best mid-season finales for season 11. I will give them that. They definitely not with a bang for the mid-season finales for season 11. I absolutely love the mid-season finales for season 11. Noah Run are my favorite episodes for season 11. This is how you do a summer episode, okay? Degrassi season 14 should have took notes. This is how you do a Degrassi summer episode, okay? All right? Hello. Like, what the fuck? Like, in Degrassi season 14, I will never, ever, ever get over how they made that Part 4 special all about a missing girl. Are you fucking serious? You gotta be kidding me. For real? For real. Other than in season 11, they took a group of teenagers who might have never crossed paths, never hung out, probably never said shit to anybody before, and they put them all in one big ass cabin. Like, half of the people in that cabin I never see Eli talk to, never see Mary talk to, Katie, none of that shit. And yet, they put them all in one big ass cabin to kick it and have a party. You feel me? This is how you do a summertime episode, in my opinion. I don't care for the whole Eli and Imogen relationship. Fiona and Imogen, don't care for that. I'm just being real. Dave and Allie getting back together. I actually enjoyed those episodes with the girl that Dave had a one-night stand with coming back. Some episodes actually filled with drama. And Dave acted his ass off when he was really distraught and, like, still shocked that she got hit with a car when he was explaining to Allie. I love that. I feel like with Casey and Jenna, you know, when Casey was visiting their son, he fucking blew me when he was talking about, he said something to Jenna, and she said, now all of a sudden, you want to be a father now? Because you never was around when the kid was actually with us. When actually his parents, you were never around. Now all of a sudden, you want to be around? Let's get the fuck out of here. I like Call Her Back Girl. You know, the episodes with Katie, you know, getting addicted to oxycodone and the build-up to Drew and Bianca again, period. Season 11 had to have one of the most boring season finales. It's boring as fuck. Nobody in this finale matters other than the build-up Eli and Claire, which in that in itself is kind of like, what the fuck? First of all, Claire just broke up with Jake. She slut-shamed Allie. Stop being Allie's friend because she kissed Jake. Let Jake get off the hook, even though they both were in the wrong. Claire was so self-obsessed. She's so self-absorbed that she really couldn't see that Allie was really heartbroken over the Dave situation. She only cared about herself. She only cared about whether or not her and Jake were in a relationship. Like, I can't stand Claire. Like, I really hate her. Like, do you believe in the Dating Go episode she talked about, we have to stop this way. My mama's not ready for this. She can't get married. Like, girl, what are you saying right now? Then when her and Jake broke up, she made a scene at the dinner talking about, when Jenna was like, oh, I had a baby, but I gave him up. And the mom was like, I bet that was pretty hard to do. They're going to say having a baby is a sin. It's a girl, shut the fuck up. Stay in the kid's place. Why are you talking right now? Be quiet. Like, shut the hell up. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Like, why is she mad at Jake for breaking up with her? That was the right decision to make. You know why? Had her and Jake had sex, it would have just made things more confusing. He was not wrong for breaking up with her. My thing is, why drag Jake and Claire's relationship to episode 33 just to break them up? So them getting back together at the cabin was useless, right? Was it not? Okay, yeah. Oh, that's what I meant when I say they went through 3 fucking semesters. Because they had spring break, summer, then winter. That's what I meant, y'all. See? I know I wasn't tripping. And then Claire move in with some random ass couple. Like, it's so dramatic. Like, ugh. Like, some of these episodes I really didn't have to watch because I remember them. And then, what the fuck happened in the finale? Like I said, nothing really matters in the finale other than Claire and Eli getting back together. So even with that, that's random because when did Claire all of a sudden care about Eli now? When all of a sudden she just had to for him when she was just all about Jake this season? Eli just got a relationship with Imogen. And I like that he didn't just hop back to a relationship with Claire. He took his father's advice and just, started working on himself instead of being in a relationship. Like the episodes where they really wrote his bipolar episodes, and I didn't like them. I really like when his dad said, being in a relationship right now is not what you need. You need to focus on yourself. You need to worry about getting better. Fuck girls, fuck dating. At times he didn't, I don't think he understood what his father was trying to say, but I think once he broke up with Imogen, he actually understood. You feel me? I think, the best thing for Eli was to forget about dating because dating just makes him, I don't know, possessive. Like, it makes him red flaggish, I guess. Like, he's like another person when he dates. And I think up until he get over the trauma of his last relationship, he didn't need to be in another relationship. But him and Claire get back together or whatever. Dave and Allie work in their relationship. Like, I can't really remember shit because there's nothing really to remember. Like, not really. But, that's 11. Like I said, I really liked the game storyline, even though they pushed it to a V plot. I liked it, the whole baby storyline with KT and that storyline is really dark. It's so good, so emotional. That storyline had everything you would want if you are someone who watched season 11 for real. I absolutely enjoyed it. But I think the reason why it's so hard on season 11 is because it's a little long, and I feel like this season really had a big ass cast, and a lot of the cast did most to nothing. The cast members they did get shit to I didn't care for. And again, like I said, they had a different opportunity to do more with their characters. Stop making Curtis center of attention. Eli, hands down, was best actor on the show this season. He acted his ass off when it came to the play. And I got a little something for y'all. I think if Fiona wasn't a lesbian, I think her and Eli would have been a great couple. Great couple. I absolutely love their friendship. You feel me? I love their friendship. I like that there was no judgment when it came to their friendship. You feel me? I think they would have been great as a relationship, but I'm not mad at it. It was just a friendship. Even though I think they kind of forgot about their friendship after season 11, which is my opinion. But, yeah, like, I think I'm really hard on season 11 because it's a tad bit long. Like I said, they still made Claire the center of attention, even though they could have done something different. Honestly, in my opinion, I think their leading lady for season 11 should have been Bianca. Why not? The season premiere started off with her. There was no other girl in the spring break episode. Nobody else. Just her. So why the fuck in season 11 is she taking a back seat to Claire? A back seat to Allie. A black seat to Holiday. A back seat to Anya. Fuck those bitches. Fuck those bitches. Bianca should have been the leading lady for season 11. She was robbed from being the leading lady, just like Liberty was robbed from season 5. Liberty, out of all the girls in season 5 for Degrassi, had the best storyline. But yet, for some reason, her pregnancy storyline took a back seat. Why was she not the leading lady for season 5? She was pregnant. Her pregnancy storyline was the best storyline written in season 5, yet she was taking a back seat to other girls like Betty or Emma or Paige or Alex. And I have nothing against those girls. I love those girls. Maybe not many. She's not one of my favorite characters. But the rest of them I absolutely adore and love. But Liberty was pregnant and she had the best storyline. And yet she was not the main leading lady. Just like Bianca. Bianca was the one who almost got sexually assaulted. She's the one who hit this nigga ass over the head with a brick. She's the one who dropped her bracelet. Vince was the one who picked it up. Like, the season for season 11 was fucking bonkers. It was crazy. It was so much shit going on in that premiere. And yet, Bianca wasn't the leading lady. The leading role for girls is season 11. Instead, they had the premiere. We don't see Bianca or Drew again up until episode 5. She had sex with Vince so he could back off of Drew, which was capped. Him and his niggas, they still end up beating Drew up. And you don't even see Bianca again. Episode dropped like a top. You kidding me? Are you like serious right now? Get the fuck out of here. She should be your leading lady. Period. Like, that premiere started off for her and Drew. All the craziness started off with them, so why the fuck is she not the leading role? I don't understand. She was robbed. She was 100% robbed from the leading role. She was 100% robbed. Bianca should have been the leading lady season 11. The season premiere started off for her and Drew. It started off with the whole gang. It started off with self-defense. I mean, like, that's what I don't like about season 11. The season premiere started off with Drew and Bianca. There was no Allie. There was no Claire. There was nobody else in the premiere. Just Drew, Bianca, Casey, Jenna, Steph, and Kiki Farmer. That's it. Those were your people in the premiere. And yet, you mean to tell me, even after premiere, Drew and Bianca still got scrapped? They got crumbs, cookie crumbs, compared to the other cast members. Drew should have been your leading man for season 11. Bianca should have been your leading lady in season 11. I don't give a fuck. They were robbed. Not Eli, not Casey. Nobody else should have been your leading role other than Drew. He started off the premiere. Bianca too. Why is she getting a back seat? Why is he getting a back seat? I don't know. If somebody could tell me something, I would never shut up about it. But these are my thoughts about season 11. Fuck with it, don't fuck with it, don't like what I say, whatever, I really don't care. These are my opinions. I said what I have to say. Let me know if there's another season you want me to watch and see if I can give you different topics about it. If not, whatever. Up until next time, I'm going to catch you on my next video. Peace out.